everybody, Trevor Bates here at PDS Equipment. Today I'm going to be going over the Kebab HS and how to print onto a cup. So I'm going to teach you how to load this cup into the Kebab, go over the lamp and some of the adjustments real fast, and do a start to finish printed cup. So we'll start with a 20-ounce cup here. So first thing I'm going to do is load it just like so, and grab the bottom of it and reach in the back and spin this outer knob. I'm going to look at these silver guides here and try to get them flush while putting pressure on the tail end. And the main thing is we want to just check and see for trueness of this cup. And then I'm going to take this piece, lift the tail. So in order to slide that, I'm just sliding it with this lever here. And then I'm going to press down with my thumb. That's that popping you're hearing. So pop, pop, pop. I'm going to hit it at least 3 times. And then what I'm going to do is check and spin my cup and make sure it's spinning truly. That looks good to me. My lamp. So notice I have these shading plates. I definitely don't want to get this shading plate too far up to where it's not going to cure my cup, as well as the one up here. The angle I've already set with a level here. So I took a level, put it in the middle. That's this angle adjust right here on the machine. The lamp I've got at the perfect angle. I use these 2 guides here, and I touch the cup and I locked them down with my Allens here and in the rear. And then I'm going to pop this back. So that's going to give me the right amount of distance here down that side. So once that's all set, I can drop my kickstand. I'm going to slide this piece in, and make sure that I've got all my light covered. Notice we went ahead and cut a shading plate. So I'm cutting a rectangle or an oval, whichever works for you, only in the area that the cup is going to be printed. So it's going to be printing ink here. This rectangle is perfectly fine. So now we're going to walk through the setup start to finish, telling it what the cup sizes are. So we're going to go menu, work set, start work set. We're going to select taper. It is opaque. For the large diameter, it's defaulting because I've already done this. We're going to use a caliber, and the large diameter will be 88 millimeters. So I'm going to measure that here. So I hit enter there. The small diameter is showing 72 millimeters. So I measured that to confirm it. Total work length is, the powder coat is 155. I'm going to tell it 160 to give me a little bit more room, just in case I want to go a little higher with my image. So now it's talking about cover escape, set at 29.7. That's this here. So this is simply raising and lowering this cover. The main thing is I want to make sure my cup is perfectly pretty much level right here. So I like to use the easy guide or something flat, just to show that it's smooth across right there. So at 29.7, that's about where I'm at. Set chuck, that's telling me to set the rear chuck, which we've already done. At this point, I'll hit function 2, and I like to watch it spin and roll and make sure I don't have too much bounce. You will get some wobble, but we don't want it bouncing a whole lot. That looks pretty good. So I'm going to hit function 2 and then enter. Set work, I'm going to hit enter. The eccentricity, I'm going to hit enter through that. The taper angle is simply what I already discussed, where I put the level on and got the correct angle with the level, down with this front angle adjust here. The UV lamp height is at 13. I've got that set around the middle of the cup. So I get down eye level, look at it. I I want to see the side of that cup, and I want to see that the lamp is right about the middle of that cup. The shading plate are those silver plates that we discussed. We don't want those to be too far or else we won't cure. And move the UV lamp to the work. I just discussed that as well with those slide tab pieces. So I'm gonna hit enter, and it's saying adjust the cover height to 24/7. That cover height's where it needs to be. I'm gonna hit enter. And set shading cover, all that's already set. And I'm gonna select not execute on work check. This is where we could detect stray light if we were worried about light bouncing back up. As long as you guys have this shading plate cut correctly, you shouldn't have to worry about detecting your stray light. So now I hit enter, and it's gonna go in, it's gonna spin this cup, and it's going to adjust the height of this for me. So at this point, when you're hearing your machine bounce and adjust, it's simply that laser reading the cup. And once it's done, all your work setup process is complete. The next step we're gonna go through is going into Kebab origin set. So we can go ahead and jump into that now. I'm gonna be doing full wraps today. So when I go to Kebab origin set, which is the second one down, it's gonna go in. And now we're going to use this keypad. So the carriage comes out. If you look, there's going to be a red dot underneath this arrow. So I'm going to use the keypad, and I'm going to scroll up and get right to the edge of this cup. So this is where it's going to be important. You get right to the edge of your shading plate and set it right at the edge of that cup. And I'm going to hit enter, and that's going to be my new starting point. So once I do that, I've already got a job that I've brought in. We're gonna do this full color image wrap on this cup. And in RasterLink, make sure you go to Environments, Printer Management, and on your machine, you go Function Icon and make sure you go Kebab Jig Print. That's going to add a new icon once I do that. You must work through Kebab Jig Print in this software. When you do that, you will need to reboot your RasterLink because there's some settings that are not being shown. So we're gonna reboot RasterLink now, and I'll show you the setting that's not being shown. All right, so I've rebooted RasterLink. I'm gonna come over here to the Kebab Jig Print, and now you're gonna see taper media printing. That wasn't showing before, and this is crucial. You gotta make sure that's on or it will throw an error. So I'm gonna click this checkbox, and I'm going to size it at 10.88 by 6.0. This is what I've noticed to be a really good full wrap 20-ounce cup. So that's where I want it to be there. I also like to run in the quality tab, I like to run a 6x12 on these cups. And that should be good. 6x12. This is just full color. I'm gonna say a full wrap on this is gonna be somewhere in the 7 to 8 minute ballpark, maybe a little bit sooner. So we're gonna hit go, rip and print, receive it here. I'm gonna hit remote once it receives it, data remain. I'm gonna enter through head temp control. At this point, it's now going to go in, it's going to sit over top the kebab. You can see the cup is spinning, and it's going to lay all your yellow, then all your cyan, then all your magenta, and then all your black. And it lays them all individually. You can see the lamps kicking on underneath, and that cup is spinning and curing that ink as it works up. So that just finished. I'm going to show you guys now how to remove the cup. We're going to take and we're going to slide this plate here, slide this here as well. And now I'm going to lift. I'm going to use my kickstand to rest it. I'm going to lift this lever and pull back. This place may fall off if you don't have it screwed on. I highly recommend screwing that on. And now I'm going to unscrew up here. And then that shows you just the picture perfect quality That 10.88, you can see I came real close to that edge. We can adjust those distances if we need to. So that's our full wrap. So next we're gonna do I'm gonna show you how to load another cup, and we're gonna do a 2.75 inch logo. So that's me showing you how to set the origin here, and then we're also gonna set one here. So let's load our next cup. Key is, if you guys are running 120, you've got to be using red hot on these polar cameras. So I'll take and I will wipe all this around, just like so. And we're gonna load it just like I showed you earlier. Put it in, spin the chuck, just like that. I'm going to always spin it and make sure that it's rolling how I like it, nice and true. Then we're gonna take this and I will lift the tailpiece just a hair, push my thumb piece again like we talked about, and then I'm gonna check that it's rolling true and it looks good to me. So now we need to figure out size of our logo. So I'm gonna do a 2.75 inch logo. So there's a lot of ways of doing this. Sometimes I'll take a caliber, make it 2.5 inches, lock it down. We're gonna set this, slide our piece back up, and I'm gonna show you where to set our logo now. We're gonna go to Menu, Kebab Origin Set. And it's gonna come back out just like it did before. We're gonna look at this dot again, and it's gonna default where it was a minute ago down at the very bottom. But if I wanna do a shorter logo, a lot of times I will take and see where I want my logo to be, and I will have, you can even have marks on your shading plate that know, hey, for a 2.5 inch logo, this is gonna be the bottom of the image, so I'll eyeball it. So if this is 2.5 inches of what my logo is gonna be, I can put a piece of tape here and know, bring this red dot to the bottom of the tape, and that's gonna have that logo there. So all I'm gonna do now is steer the down button, or the up button, I'm sorry, and just line it up with the bottom of that tape. So that's where a 2.5 inch logo would be. You could have marks all along these shading plates. And if I hit enter, that's now going to start from the bottom up on that logo. So now I just simply need to go back into RasterLink. Remember, we got to go to the Kebab Edit tab. Don't forget tapered media printing. This is really important on the Kebab Edit tab. Okay, that right there. So then we'll go, we don't have to move our logo at all. It can stay just where it is. In the quality tab, I'm gonna make sure that I'm running, I like 6x12. So UV PET 6x12, there you are, good to go. Now we're ready to send this job. Rip and print, start. So it's gonna receive this job here. Once data remain pops up, hit remote, just like you guys have done before. Make sure your tape's not sticking up, and that's gonna start printing. All right, so that's just finished. Once again, I'm gonna slide this out, slide these pieces out here, lift up, put our kickstand up, lift this tab here, slide it out, unscrew here, finished product, ready to go. So let's start to finish both of those cups, a full wrap, or just this ended up being a 2.75 inch logo. Hopefully this helps you guys. Feel free, once again, this is Trevor Bates with PDS Equipment. Feel free to give me a call, shoot me an email. Happy to help. Hopefully you guys make some money with this new Kebab HS. It's an unbelievable product, And it takes a little bit of getting used to, but once you get your settings dialed in, it's just consistent, great cup after cup after cup. So feel free to give us a call. We appreciate y'all.